and welcome back. I've been like so excited to film this because I honestly can't explain how many questions I get like every single day or every week about people with aggressive rabbits. Finally thought it was about time that I sat down and gave you some tips and tricks on how to deal with aggressive rabbits. I have had experience in the past with an aggressive rabbit. My previous rabbit, Thumper, he used to be like really territorial, like he'd never let you touch him while he was in his run or his cage or anything like that. Like if you wanted to touch him, he had to come out on his own accord, and it got slightly annoying, but he kind of grew out of his bad behaviour as he grew up, so it was like a natural sort of process for us. I actually wrote some down, so hopefully these can help you to deal with your aggressive rabbits. There's like 4 or 5 tips to begin with. First of all, basically your rabbit's behaviour can be changed. They're not going to be permanently aggressive, they're not going to have permanent bad behaviour for the rest of their life, because that is not something that you want. You need to understand that there may be a reason why they're being aggressive. It might not be because they're just generally bad behaved bunnies. They may be trying to tell you something. For example, rabbits can be quite aggressive when there's something internally wrong with them, or you know, different things like that. So it's always best to try and solve the problem before you jump to any conclusions. And you know, if you do think something's wrong with your rabbit, then you really need to get some vet advice instead of listening to me. I think it's really important to remember that you cannot be aggressive back to your rabbit. It's not a matter of, if you do this to me then I'll do it back to you. Please do never, just don't do it. Rabbits are really delicate and fragile animals, and hitting them, being aggressive back to them, not gonna make things better. So I actually recently went onto my Instagram page and just found like loads of different questions and things that you guys have left for me. I kind of picked out the most popular ones because I figured that answering those questions and giving you like little hints and tips into preventing any aggressive behaviour should really help you. So first one is, why does my rabbit always lunge at me? Okay, so as you know, rabbits are prey animals. They have eyes on the sides of their heads. Like humans, we have ours directly in front. Rabbits have theirs on the side. This also means that they have a blind spot straight in front of them. So for example, we can see like directly in front of us. Rabbits can't. They have a blind spot. So when rabbits lunge, it could be the position of where your hands are or where your body is. If you're directly in front of your rabbit, they are not going to be fully aware of what it actually is. So it's best to kind of like come to your rabbit from the sides where you're in their direct viewpoint so that they know they can see you. Also make really slow and steady movements, especially if you've got quite an anxious rabbit. I think it's best to wash your hands as well with rabbits that lunge at you. Like any sort of weird scents and smells on your hands can actually make them feel quite threatened, so keep your distance to the side at their level. My rabbit is aggressive in his cage. I actually had this problem with Thumper, like I said previously, and this is just kind of like territorial behaviour. Your rabbit may feel like you're sort of like invading their space, and they're just kind of giving you the message to say, get out of my house and stuff like that. So it's best to, if they do this, it's best to sort of like let them come out when they want to, not when you want them to come out. Don't drag them out and force them to come out of their cage if they don't want to. You shouldn't do that anyway to a rabbit, you know, just shouldn't do it. But obviously with aggressive rabbits or territorial rabbits, you need to make sure that you let them come out when they want to. My rabbit constantly nips me. This relates to Rosie so much, like Rosie nips me quite a lot. This is basically a rabbit's version of saying, leave me alone or get out of my way. In Rosie's case, it means get out of my way, because she's a very adventurous rabbit. She's not shy, she's not scared of anything. She's like, this can kind of be quite annoying, and it can be a really annoying habit, especially if you're like constantly getting nipped like every minute that you're there. So when this happens, try and make like a high-pitched sort of squeal noise. It sort of like lets them know that they've caused pain, and if you carry on doing this they'll realise that they're actually hurting you. So they'll hopefully, fingers crossed, eventually stop doing it. Rosie doesn't nip as often anymore, she just kind of like nudges you so much. She's really strong, I'm not joking, she's such a strong little animal. So if you guys have got any more questions, you've got any more concerns, or if you need any more tips, just ask below in the comment section and I'll try and answer them as best as I possibly can. So thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!